Hello YouTube, welcome back to Old Guy Plays 1969 for some more City Skylines number 1. Today is episode 12, and probably the first thing you're going to notice is the music in the background is different on this video. I changed it because I kept getting copyright strikes on the other one, and even though that music is able to be used with permission, I had to keep uploading a license thing from the site, and it's a pain. So I just figured I'd change it. So anyway, that's the reason why the change in music. Let's pop on in to the game and get Senior Citizen City loaded up. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do in this episode, it's on pause. I am going to probably just talk about what the future is going to be here for the city, because since we had that major disaster, we lost all of our residential, we lost all of our demand for everything. So the city is going to need to recover before we can really expand and maybe build anything else in it. Because right now with zero demand, residents aren't going to move in. And we may even end up with stuff like this, not enough educated workers and things, because we don't have enough population moving into our city. I was actually, before the disaster hit, I was going to look into, traffic and see if there were some areas that maybe we could do something about the traffic, because I don't really like the way my road system is. Now, I do realize I'm on both sides of the highway with my city, and this is really the only major city that runs through, the only major highway that runs through this city. And really, by rights, what I should have is another highway section that kind of runs out this way and loops in and back around. And I should also have another highway system comes this way, loops out, comes back around, because you want to always provide options. So if this is the only way to get in and out of this highway, everybody's going to head to the main junction to get onto it. And as you can see, the traffic is starting to line up right here, because this is the only main junction into the city, the only one. So I don't know if, see, we're eligible to buy some more tiles. We got 261,000. Spend 10. Let's buy that tile over here, because we did want to expand our industry as well. We want to start using more components from the industries DLC to see if we can, get that going. Now, the only thing that's really in any demand here is for commercial. Now, let's see here. I may be able to address that here by Denny's. I don't think we need 2 Denny's back to back, do we? Now let's make this one historical. And this one, these ones here can probably all go. Yeah, none of those are marked as historical buildings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the zone tool here, and we'll click the D zone. And D-zone those. D-zone that one. And go to high zoning of commercial. And hopefully that addresses that need there. Let's have a look at this building. Is this historical? No, it's not. No. See if that helped things much. Oh, what is this? The octopus building? Kind of cool. Okay. I mean, because this is kind of our main commercial zone along this road, really. Let's follow a dump truck for a little bit. Gonna have a little stroll around our city here, see if I can notice any major problems as we take a little zip on through. Notice those nice plaza parks we got there. Oh, cool, we get to look at some of our farm fresh areas in that here that we are organic stores. Get cut off by a scooter. Another Denny's here on the corner. Wow, look at those people waiting for transit. Lots there waiting for the tram cars. Yeah, very interesting. So, like I said, probably not going to be a lot we can do until our population comes back. I mean, the demand for commercial just took a little drop. I just seen it right there. I mean, I could get in here and maybe change some of this. This is high commercial over here. I don't really want to go too crazy with that. Maybe we could do it on this side too. Let's see, is this already zoned for high? No, it's zoned for low. And these buildings are probably upgraded as far as they can go, so let's go ahead and let these dezone out. I'm trying to get the population back. Put some high residential in here. I don't know if that'll start to grow or not, but we'll try it. And this has all been zoned. Orange square, and we've zoned it for European style buildings. Looks like our sun's going down into night. Well, this area here looks like it grew back pretty good. You know, still some areas. I really should have a look at this campus area that I have in here. I'd like to do something with this as well. The education for elementary looks good, high school looks good, and then we have our university capacity. All of it looks good. It's just I guess most of the issues is the problem that we've lost our population, and we're trying to gain it back. It's like we're losing a little bit of money here too. It's the Lafayette Trade School. I may have to redesign that as well, because again, campuses is a industry DLC. It's at 1 star, and I don't really think we're really doing much here. Our academic year is almost over. $1 a student. Give them a grant, 50,000. Well, spend 1,000 more a cycle and only get 1% chance more of creating an academic work. I don't think we'll be doing that. Just give them their grant, spend a little bit of money. Okay, the demand for commercial is coming up a little bit. Don't think this grew back in at all. Nope. Not one Ayatollah. I may switch this back to regular because for some reason they don't seem to want to grow into European housing. Just going to switch it back to default style. See what that does. Wow, we are losing money big time. Still hear lots of upgrading going on in the city, but like I said, the biggest issue is getting things to come back. If I can get away with a little bit of regular industry over here. There's a little weed demand. The biggest demand definitely seems to be the commercial. Zone. Rezone into high. Should check that tram line too. You know, with the amount of people waiting, you guys want to keep an eye on your buses and stuff. A lot of people using that. This is the metro lines. Okay, we don't have lots of people waiting on our metro line, which is good. Don't have tons of people waiting on them tram lines either. There's 56 people waiting there. Is this tram even moving? Yes, it is. Okay, there it goes. There's room on there for only a few more people. Where is that? It's over here. It's filled up to full capacity. Where's the other tram car on that line? Here. Wow, there's over 500 people waiting at that one stop. I'm going to bump up the amount of trains. Like I say, right now there's not too much I want to do, only because I got to get the city to rebuild itself. I need to get this back into a positive number. Okay, our population is growing again. I wonder if we could get away with putting a few more low commercial buildings in here. I think we could get away with that. Let's build these out. some low in there. Go over here with some more regular industry, I guess. Like I said, I don't want to keep building that up, but I got to replace what was lost. Got to try to stimulate growth somehow. And right now we're kind of stagnant. That disaster really hit this city bad. Especially when this is the first place we built up and nobody's even really bothering it. Okay, there's a few high res buildings that are starting to get built in here. Yeah, population's going to a positive now, so that's good, I guess. Man, I cannot get over this right here. This is really a log jam of everybody coming in this one section. Like I said, I want to have a way to address this because I really think the highway should curve this way too, so that there's a way from this block onto this highway, or this highway, this block onto this highway, or maybe even this highway. I was really hoping to be able to put some roadways and stuff and some nice ferries and maybe like a fishing port or something all down here along the water. I think that'll look really super cool, super nice. Part of me's kind of wondering where I did the small 2-lane highway, but I kind of did it over here. If there's a way we could kind of get that to connect in this way, maybe just make that 2-lane highway come down. Because, oh, we got a place here with no juice. Do I want to put those there? Yeah. Let's do that. That's that new commercial area there I just started to put in. As the sun comes back up in our city. This is kind of the worst traffic area right here. I mean, we got a nice little zip lane highway here going to help people get in and out of that zone there. Kind of helps to get right down to that commercial area pretty good. See, the traffic going into this is still pretty bad because the ones on this side of the highway can't get over. They all have to take this ramp here to get in. Really wonder what would be the best way for us to address that. In all honesty, what I would like to see happen, I think the best way to address that is to take this into its own highway going this way, and the one coming back its own highway this way, and kind of separate the traffic around to the outside, and then maybe in the center here put a nice big arterial roadway. Now, because this highway's all, I don't think that's good either, because this whole highway is kind of built right straight through town. Dezone that. Dezone this. I think what we'll do is we'll put some office buildings in here. Nice community pool here. Oh, money's back in the positive. So is the people. I don't know. Maybe if you leave maybe something in the comments to tell me, hey, I think the best way to address this traffic problem here would be to do this or that. I really think we definitely need a highway going this way, and we need a highway going this way. Question is, what type of highway do we want to do? And because this is a 4-lane highway here. And the only other problem I have with the 4-lane highways is that they're just 1 year, one way. I mean, 1 year, 3D printed buildings. Research grant funded for academic work. Students are up. Okay. Let's have a look at the highway connections. So that's the main one that's being used here. Four lanes in one direction. 4-lane with sound barrier. That's the 2-lane highway. 2-lane with sound barrier. Astronomical or astrometrical 3-lane highway. 3-lane with sound. Four-lane 2-way highway. 4-lane highway with 2 lanes going in each direction. That, I think, is what we want. Yeah, and we've had 2 disasters because I think this year was from the earthquake I think we experienced early going as well. I mean, this one here isn't all that busy. This one here does go both ways. Because I got a way for everybody on this side to get onto the highway. I don't have a way for these guys. I mean, would they bypass this if I put a ramp or put a highway onto here? Yeah, curiosity's kind of killing me. So I think we could just go with a 2-lane one. Now this looks horrible at the moment. Looks super sketch. I just want to see how it functions. Because it would be a way for stuff to get onto this side of the highway. But it'll also be a way for this stuff to come down here and get be able to filter around into the commercial, filter around into the industrial without having to cut through the middle part of town. I don't know if that's going to do anything or not. Nobody seems to be using it at the moment. Plus the traffic also is going to look at the, it's going to look at the quickest way of doing stuff as well. Quickest way of getting in and out of where they want to go. All right, there's an industrial truck that used that. More industrial trucks using that now. Guess we'll just have to let that play for a bit and see if it does anything. Now we got a little bit of demand for some more regular industry over here. Looks like this built up a little bit more. You know, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't really want to do too much more in this area. Why? Because I really want to build a proper industry over here for farming instead of what I currently got. Okay. Nothing going on with the pumping services there. What can we build as far as emergency services go for disaster stuff? Earthquake sensor. Yeah, kind of really thinking we should have one of these since we've had an earthquake at the early go. That kind of struck over here, didn't it? Yeah, it was over in this section. Put it there, I guess. Covers that end of town. Now we cover this end of town. Tsunami warning buoy. Well, I see last time we did have a tsunami. It came through and that's what really ripped through everything. So should we have a buoy out here? Maybe. Couple out that way. Weather radar. All right, well, we were able to put a few things in at least. I mean, we didn't go too crazy with the spend. We're in the night cycle now. City is still on the recovery. But yeah, let's have a look at this. Okay. That highway helped. Or did it? Nope, it has not really done anything yet. I mean, we're getting just a few cars and trucks using it, really? It's not tons. Like, it's another slipstream to get, yeah, that guy used it. It's the most horrible looking road, but like I said, it's amateuristic and that's what we get going. I mean, we did do some nice professional decorating and stuff over here. I think the problem really lies within the fact that the whole design of the city is absolutely not ideal because of the way the roadway is, but I believe that a highway should be going this way. And maybe that's what we need. It's a nice highway that curves around here and back onto the main highway here. And I'm kind of thinking that 4-lane, being able to go back and forth both ways would would suffice. Or even changing this whole thing into that type of highway, so I don't get 2 lanes going everywhere. Like, part of me's thinking, okay, this is a one-way 4-lane. Maybe you have the one-way 4-lane come off of here and go around, and then the one-way 4-lane go around this way, and then have a 4-lane double coming through the middle. Then that way, again, the cars, as they come into this section, have 4 options. They go this way, they go straight. The only other thing I don't have going is that there's not a way for them to curve, if they're on this highway, to curve and come over here. Or if they're on this section, they want to curve, come over here. The only way to make that happen, if that's your intended designation, is you're going to have to come up to this point and then go on from here. You have to come into this. And that's what we're trying to eliminate. What is this? This is all recycling over here. I mean, these are collector roads. These are fine the way I got these going. Really, the biggest issue is this main highway. I mean, that's helped a little, but very little. They're still getting plugged up here pretty damn good. Just trying to get into the city. So get a speed of 100. Let's go to the curvy tool. Oh, this looks horrible right now, but I may have to do that just to get traffic to redirect, and then be able to come in here and start taking this apart. And I need to own this tile too eventually as well. The magical best we've weaved. I don't know. Somebody's able to take a snapshotted picture of that, draw that out on a piece of paper and say, now really, how could we fix such a mess? I mean, if you were mayor of this city, what would you do to fix this up? Anyway, I'm going to put a cut in here. We've been going for about an hour. What do we got going? Oh, elementary schools are dropping. So it looks like we do need an elementary school. I got a feeling we're going to need it over in this section. You know, it's weird. We have one in this section. Maybe we just need to move it. I'm going to reallocate it over here. And then I really think we need one down here. Throw one in there. This is not the greatest. I'll be the first to admit that. But really, if you do look at other people's cities, do it yourself if you want to, if you got the game. Go on to Steam, type in Fix My City under the workshop, and download somebody's city. You're going to see the same amount of spaghetti roads going all over the place that don't make any sense. The only people, when you watch and they play, is people, well, there's a few of them. There's like Few Candy, there's, what's the guy, the egg fella, there's a something egg, I think his channel name is, there's Biffa, City Planner Plays. All of those guys, when they set out to do something, they kind of design it right out perfect, right from the get-go. And they seem to always have a plan to say, okay, once the population gets to a certain amount, I'm going to change this roadway here to this. That's where I always run into problems with this game, and I think most people do as well, is be able to think beyond that first initial concept, if you will, of what you're coming up with. But anyway, if you're liking our build here of Senior Citizen City, but you think there's some suggestions that you could make yourself that would make things a little bit better, and I'm all ears. I'd love to hear about it. We'll see if we can design it together, get it a better way. I mean, I'm putting these other little roads in here to try to create feeders, and in all honesty, it's not really doing anything to the traffic here. Well, no, it's not. It's not really doing anything to the traffic here. So maybe we have to look at the way things are zoned. Oh, looks like we had a major fire over here. Sucks. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. What is our next? 18,000, and then we'll be at Big City. We kind of right now have everything in that we need to get in. We could probably start plopping down a little bit more housing. Probably throw some high residential in here, do some more low over on this side. And yeah, so when we come back, hopefully, I'll have a better plan of this. I really maybe need to just take some snapshots of this on my phone and try to maybe redesign something. Maybe a better roadway system of some kind. Because I really think that's what we need to do. We need to take the whole main flow of traffic and kind of make it go in this direction, make it go in this direction, and then have a main arterial that comes through this section, and that has some junctions off of it onto these other parts. Because people just need more options to get in and out of this place. And I mean, yeah, I put these in, there's a few cars using them, but I mean, if you stop and think about it, if you were driving and you were spending gas, would you go all the way up and around? Maybe not. Quickest way is always straight. And, maybe some road maths here might work. Maybe if I, shorten this down to a 2-lane highway. I know I already did that kind of made this a dedicated lane. If they wanted to turn off, the flow of that is so slow. And I don't know what's causing it. Is this junction or this one? I mean, there's no traffic lights in there. Let's have a look, see, before I go. There is a set of lights in here. And here. These don't seem to be affecting anything. What if... Let's eliminate these lights here. Now, what if here we say, you gotta yield, and these are all main thoroughfares through here. Driving to the large playground. Finally, flow of traffic. Yeah, these guys are stopping. Yeah, I don't know if that's really improving it. Anyway, I'm going to have a think on it. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already liked or subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. Because it's little problems like this with great real fun games like this that I want to dive into. Because, I mean, if this was your city, and then all of a sudden your job as mayor was to try to fix it up, what the hell would you do? Right? So, you know, I kind of, like I said, I'm throwing down spaghetti roads like most people do, but I don't want to continue doing that. I want to have a way to have this problem addressed. It is getting worse. Traffic flow is getting worse, and we have to figure that out. All right, well, this is Old Guy Plays 1969. Until the next video, thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, people. Bye-bye.